My name is Sanchna and our team is of Yamuna, and we will be presenting fourth law, make it satisfying.
My name is Kusma.
I'm Ashrita.
I'm Pujita.
I'm Sharanya. I'm Oktika.
I'm Padnika.
Today. Or if you want to exercise daily, start by putting your workout shoes on. This is called the 2-minute rule. Make your new habit 2 minutes or even less. So remember, the goal is not to do a lot at first, but our main goal is to make this starting easily. So I hope everyone is clear with the third law. So I like to call Ashrita from my team to introduce the fourth law.
Thank you, Sanjana. So now let's have an overview of the fourth law, make it satisfying. So the fourth law, habit tracking and then habit contract. So now let's understand what is instant and delayed gratification. So the first thing we come across in the fourth law is the cardinal rule. That is, if you want a habit to last, you need to make it satisfying. And immediately rewarded gets repeated, while immediately punished gets avoided. Because everyone wants rewards with minimal efforts. Because that is how our brains work. That is due to the psychological reason, that is the dopamine spike. So the dopamine is the happiness hormone and our brains are really addicted to it. So the other reason for choosing instant gratification over delayed gratification is that it is a mismatched brain. The mismatched brain always chooses instant gratification because it has been passed down to us from our ancestors. They had to act on impulses and their whole mode of survival was on impulses. So we need to bridge this gap between instant and delayed gratification. So instant gratification gives us happiness and satisfaction right away. While on the other hand, delayed gratification takes patience, consistency and efforts. So also instant gratification, though it might make us happy right away, it does not last long. While delayed gratification, it makes us happy and successful on the long run. So there is a need for us to bridge this gap between instant and delayed gratification. So we can bridge this gap by tracking our habits and reinforcing instant gratification into delayed gratification. Let's understand this better with an engaging activity. I would like to call my team members onto the dais to perform the activity.
So thank you, Ashrita. So let us perform an activity to understand better of instant versus delayed gratification. So firstly, I would like to call my teammates Parnika and Pujita onto the dais. So here on the one side, Parnika acts as a devil, that is immediate gratification. And on the other side, Pujita acts as an angel, that is delayed gratification. So the activity is simple. It consists of 3 characters: the angel, devil and the decision maker. So the decision maker will be coming from the audience. So the decision maker has to stand between angel and devil, and obviously they have to make a decision. So we'll be giving you a scenario and the angel and the devil will be arguing. And at last, I will be asking about the decision maker's decision. So, at that time, the decision maker has to make a decision and they must give their reasons. So, I hope the activity is clear. So, now I request any one parent to come up onto the dais. Firstly, let's give a round of applause to ma'am. So, ma'am, you will be giving a scenario and angel and devil will be arguing, and at last you have to make a decision.
I need to give a scenario to them.
No ma'am, I will be giving a scenario to you and you have to listen both to them and you have to make a decision at last. You have to stand. Yes ma'am.
Okay.
So I will be giving the scenario. Can you stand in between them? Thank you. So your first scenario is you're having a hectic schedule today and your kid is making a hell of noise. So what would you do? You will be giving a phone, right? So what would you do in that situation? So, are you ready to hear arguments of angel and devil?
As you're busy.
Angel and devil are internal things what happen between us.
Yes,
right?
sir.
As you're busy, you're giving phone to your child to make sure that they should do something, and you can finish your works peacefully.
But kids get used to instant reward from videos and games. They may lose interest in activities that gives patience.
Phone can be used to children to learn something new, ideas, and communicate. Stay safe, and when using, be safe.
If mobile is the first solution for everything, the child depends on it for entertainment instead using his or her creative skills.
So, ma'am, you have listened to both of the arguments. It's time to make a decision.
For the devil, generally it happens in everyone's life. In our busy schedules and all, generally we may not find time sometimes to pay focus upon. So that will be a time where child tends to take the mobile or be with the screen time. Every time when we look at them, we tend to make them not to. Attention thing will be there all the time, roving in our mind, what we have to do and what we are doing. But still, at the present situation, it is actually very difficult to be an angel like this, and sometimes we have to go with the devil. But suggestion, if I would like to give, we have to make the child understand the importance of using gadgets, and thereby I may help my child not to use it much. Even though I am busy, I'll have personal time for myself, so obviously I have personal time for my children and family. So I'll be spending more time with them. It's on me what I feel to manage my time. Everyone have 24 hours, so if we feel like we can manage, and we have to manage, because it's all about our child's future.
Truly sensible. Thank you for joining us, ma'am. Ma'am,
Still,
no, ma'am. There's a reward for your participation. It's a
Thank you.
bookmark.
thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So let us give a round of applause to ma'am. So I would like to invite round of applause to invite him. Thank you, sir. You are the lucky person chosen. So welcome, sir, and thank you. Can you stand in between? Thank you, sir. And we'll be giving a scenario to you too. So your scenario is you're sticking on your diet strictly, and you're sticking on to the diet since day one to till date. But unfortunately, you're having a family gathering, and where you can only find sugars, fats, and oily foods. You cannot find anything healthy. So, what would you in that situation, sir? So, are you ready to hear both of the arguments? Sir. Oh, sir, you can explain it. It's fine. Yes. So, are you ready to listen to both of them?
Come on, one cheat day won't hurt you.
Think about your goal and stay focused.
Eating pizza, you can diet tomorrow also.
Self-control today brings better results tomorrow.
Life is short. Enjoy the life now.
Choose wisely. Choose wisely now, and your future self will thank you later.
Sir, you have listened to the arguments, and it's time for the decision.
డెవిల్ చెప్పింది బాగానే ఉంది. నేను ఏంటంటే తను చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే షార్ట్ లైఫ్ కదా, ఏదైనా తినొచ్చు అని టైప్లో చెప్పింది. అందుకని అది ఒకసారి రైట్ అవ్వచ్చు, రాంగ్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఏంజల్ చెప్పింది అయితే మ్యాక్సిమం అంతా రైట్ చెప్పింది. అమ్మాయి కరెక్ట్గా ఎలా తినాలి ఏంటి అని బాగా చెప్పింది.
మీరు ఏం చూస్ చేసుకుంటారు సార్, లైక్ డెవిల్ ఆర్ ఏంజల్?
మీరు ఒక 2 నెలల పాటు ఏం తినకుండా చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉన్నారు. ఇవాళ ఏం తినాలో మాకందరికీ ఆతృతగా ఉంది.
So here is a reward, sir, and thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your active participation. One have picked the angel, and one have picked the devil. Okay. So what does that mean? Some people are going with. Sorry. So some people are going with immediate gratification, and some people are choosing delayed gratification. But what is right for us? Any answers? What is right for us? Immediate or delayed? Any answers on that? Sir? Delayed. Can you give me the reason why we have to delay our gratification? Actually, most of the people will choose immediate gratification because it gives us instant happiness, and everyone wants immediate gratification. Am I right? So in the daily life, we always choose immediate gratification over delayed gratification, but it isn't right for our lives, right? So we have to change that. But how? The main question is how. How would we change that? So that will be explaining by my teammate Ashita. Please, Ashita.
Thank you, Sanjana. So we need to reinforce instant gratification into delayed gratification to make it satisfying enough to keep going and put in more effort so we achieve it in the long run. So the first scenario given by my friend was we give phones to small children to distract them from being naughty selves they are, right? So we can make it productive enough by making them watch videos that actually educate them instead of just entertainment purpose. So that can be something like Cocomelon videos, if you have known. Does anyone know Cocomelon here? Yeah, so Cocomelon, it's a kids channel in which there are a lot of rhymes. They are interactive and they teach children new things. So that way children can learn new things, and at the same time they'll be having the satisfaction, like gratification of having screen time. And the second example that was given by my friend was a person goes to a family gathering. A person goes to a family gathering and he ends up eating oily foods that he always wanted to avoid. So how can he turn that into delayed gratification? That can be turned into delayed gratification by never skipping twice. So that's where we come across the never skip twice rule. So yeah, this is the Cocomelon channel. Cocomelon. See, the videos are really interactive and they also teach children. That's how we put instant gratification into delayed gratification to make it easier to stay consistent and learn new things. So the other example given by my friend was a person ends up eating oily foods. So this is also junk food, right? Oily foods are basically considered as junk foods. So this can be turned into delayed gratification by never skipping twice. Even if the person he ends up eating food once, he could start eating healthier the next day so that it doesn't become a pattern and the habit still goes on. Then I would like Pujita to continue with habit tracking.
Thank you, Ashita. Here comes habit tracking. So there are many ways to track a habit. I am here to say one of them, that is visual progress markers. So visual progress markers is the visual indicators that help people see how much progress has been made toward completing a task or a habit. Like turning our daily routines into visual achievements, it increases your motivation, encourages consistency, also it helps you to maintain the streak alive. Like for example, if a goal is to read a book for 20 minutes, place an X mark on the calendar after every reading session. So on, after 2 weeks, you'll see 14 X marks on the calendar, which makes you stay motivated and continue the habit. Now my friend Panika is here to say the other way of habit tracking.
Here is another way of habit tracking. Never miss twice rules. Missing once it is an accident. Missing twice it is a start of new habit. Everyone make mistakes. Missing once it is okay. But if you miss it again, it becomes a pattern. There are some points to know. Don't aim for perfection. Missing habit one day is okay. Get back to the habit the next day. Small actions are better than no action. There is one simple reminder. A bad day is not bad life. Missing habit is not failed habit. Just don't miss it twice. My friend Mautika will continue.
Measure what matters. The main idea behind measure what matters is that it is important to track our biggest habits, like the habits which shows more impact on our desired outcomes. Avoid Goodhart's law. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. We should not only focus on our target, but we should also focus on our behavior which strengthen our identity. Thank you. Now my friend Ashita will continue.
Thank you, Mautika. So now let's understand habit tracking better with an engaging activity. So I call my team members onto the dais. So Serenya and Pujita right here are friends. So Serenya finds it really hard to eat healthy, and she finds it really hard to save money because she keeps spending it on junk food and gets tempted by the offers of the food delivering app. So Mautika right there is the food delivering app. Now let's proceed with the skit.
Every day I tell myself I'll pack my lunch, but then I order food instead. My savings jar is still empty.
Hungry? Get 20% offers on burger right now.
See, I always give in to these offers.
Saranya, I have noticed you've been struggling to stick with your lunch packing goal.
I have. It feels like I'll never save enough money for my vacation.
I think you're focusing too much on final reward. Why don't you try tracking the habit instead?
Tracking the habit, how would that help?
I'll put a calendar on the kitchen wall. Every day when you pack your lunch, place an X mark. Your goal is simple, but don't break the chain of X marks.
That sounds like a game. I can try that.
A few weeks later.
Saranya, it's been a month. How are your savings up to?
See, I have saved quite a lot of money and I've been eating healthier these days. My tracking has never missed one day.
Great. Focus on keeping your streak alive and the savings will take care of themselves.
Thank you, Pujita. So the role play right here tells us how visual progress markers help us to keep track on the progress we are making. So the progress we are making always motivates us to stay on the track. So here Serenya has used the calendar to understand her progress, and that ultimately motivated her to save up money and eat healthy. We can also interlink this with never miss twice rule. Here, though Serenya couldn't stop herself from eating junk food once, she went back on track, not making it a pattern or the start of a new habit. That's how we maintain habits, and that's how we reinforce instant gratification into delayed gratification. Thank you. So now let's perform an engaging activity on habit tracking. I would like to call Mautika onto the dais to perform the activity.
Let us perform an activity on habit tracking. I want everyone to write answers for these questions. So the questions are as follows. Think of one habit you want to build. Write the habit as like waking up early and doing yoga, etc., etc. Write the habit cue. When will you do it? As like post lunch, evening, etc. So write the tracking method. How will you track it? As like making a checklist, visual markers, etc. I want now everyone will be given a note. On that note, you have to write these questions. I want everyone to write their names at back of note and fold it.
So as my friend Mautika So as my friend Mautika already explained you, I hope everyone received notes on their tables. Please check it. If anyone hasn't received, please as my friend Mautika already read the questions, I would request you all to write your answers from your perspective to these questions. I may repeat the questions. The question number 1, think of one habit you want to build. So, what is the habit you want to build in yourself? Please write it on the note. May I proceed with the next question? Write the and the third question as follows. Write the tracking method. How it will be clarifying you. I request all the parents to make it fast. So I request one parent to come up onto the dais and pick a chip. So anyone can come and help me to pick a chip. Just to pick a chip, I promise. And I request you to read it loud, sir. Sir? I think he'll read it loud and he'll read it.
Exercise to reduce fat 6 days a week in the morning and mark it in the calendar.
And can you read the name also?
Name not written, only sign given, sir. Maybe Srinu, something.
So I request whoever wrote this note, I request that parent to come up onto the dais.
It's not a parent.
Is it you, sir? Sir, I request you to come up onto the dais. Thank you, sir. So firstly, let us give a round of applause. Now I would like to give reasons to the answers. What did you do?
Yeah, I have found one reason or other to skip my morning routine of exercise, and in this 1 year I have put on 10 kgs of weight, and then now exercise to reduce this, doing it 6 days a week, and marking in the calendar. I have to start after this session. Actually, I haven't started, but I'm doing it in my mind itself. And in about 2 months, I could reduce 3 kgs. So I'm on track. So this small progression, small practice each day, when we do it consistently, it is showing results both ways. 1 year I missed it, put on 10 kgs. 2 months I have done it, so 3 kgs. The struggle is still there. So hopefully I will succeed.
Thank you, sir. And here's your reward for your active participation. Thank you, sir. Of course.
And I really didn't like this because they have written escaper.
Okay. Well, I request any other parent to come up onto the dais and help me to pick it. There's a lot of people. Yes. I will. Well, okay.
Used to woke up at 3:30 a.m. doing yoga and exercise every day. Being noted down in diary. K. Srinivas Rao, father of Pujita.
Okay. So I request K. Srinivas Rao sir and as father of Pujita to come up onto the dais. So thank you, sir. So here's your chit, sir. I like to you to give the reasons.
Yeah, I started doing yoga to control myself. Why? Because it is very needful to control our activities and also at my job also. I have to handle so many operators in my plant. So whenever I feel seriously, I have to control myself. Sir, self-control and self-betterment is the best reward for in our life.
It's very sensible and thank you, sir. And here's your reward, sir. You can get that check. Okay, here's your reward.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's give a huge round of applause.
Let's understand habit tracking better with an engaging activity, that is lemon and spoon. I'm sure we all are familiar with this. So I request two parents from the Manikyala Rao sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, mom. So you'll be given a spoon and lemons. So here your point, you'll be given the time of 2 minutes, and whoever manages to put most of the lemons in the bowls will be getting more points. 1 lemon gives you 10 points. So whoever wins is going to put more lemons in the bowls. So please come here onto the dais, sir. Yes. You need to put the spoon in your mouth and the lemon will be put on the spoon. Timer. Yes. Time 2 minutes. You'll be given the duration of 2 minutes, and whoever manages to put most of the lemons there will get the most points. So I request you to put the spoons in the mouth. So 1, 2, 3, start.
Come on, encourage them. Absolutely. Wow. There's a huge competition between them. No, just only 4 lemons. At me done at it. So, yeah. It's enough.
Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So now we'll be counting the lemons. Each lemon gives you 10 points.
6. Equal. It's a tie. Again.
As sir did it first, he wins the game. Let's give him a big round of applause. Here's your reward, sir.
The hoarder, what is it?
Yeah, the hoarder.
The hoarder.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Obstacles in life. They were asked to go from point A to point B, and it wasn't really easy, was it? So that's how we need to manage, and we need to be on track. And the lemons represented visual progress markers. That is what keep you going. They make you understand that there is progress going on, and that motivates you to keep the habit going. So now let's proceed with the next concept of the presentation, that is the habit contract. I would like to call Serenya to explain about the habit contract.
Thank you, Ashita. Now I am like to explain the topic, the habit contract. A habit contract is a formal written agreement where you committed to a habit and states a penalty for failing. For example, there is a student who wants to create a habit contract for studying 1 hour. She created habit contract with her mother and teacher as two accountable partners, and made a consequence like doing chores at home. If she failed to follow the habit contract consistently, she would do the chores at home, and if she followed the habit contract, she would score good marks at the exam and get top of the class. We care deeply about what others think about us. Because of that, we get highly motivated and stay in the right path. Now let's understand this better with a role play. Now I like to call upon Ashita.
Thank you, Saranya. So now let's understand habit contract better with a role play. I would like to call my team members onto the dais. So Parnika, Mauktika and Pujita are students, while Saranya is the alarm clock. Mauktika finds it really hard to wake up in the morning. She always ends up snoozing the alarm clock and she ends up getting late to school. Let's see how Parnika and Pujita encourage Mauktika to make a habit contract and keep her going. Let's proceed with the skit.
Ring ring, it's 6 a.m.
Just 5 more minutes. I keep oversleeping and missing my study time. I need help.
Why don't you make habit contract, Mauktika?
That's a good idea. I'll take a pic of my desk lamp and send it to Pujita by 6 a.m.
What if we don't?
Then Parnika will give my laptop to you for 1 week.
Deal, I'll be the witness.
The next day.
It's 6 a.m.
I want to snooze.
Then Mauktika thinks about losing her precious laptop.
No, not happening.
She ends up sending a picture to Pujita that wanted to be the witness. At school.
I saw the picture. Nice job.
And I passed in my coding exam.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mauktika. So that's how a habit contract helped Mauktika to clear her coding exam. Here, what happened was Mauktika was really sad about getting late to school every day. So Parnika suggested to make a habit contract. And the consequence of not waking up early was losing her laptop for 1 week. That made the losing the habit immediately painful. That resulted in Mauktika not losing the habit, and she forced herself to go back to school. That's how a habit contract helps us to be on track, and it makes it really painful to avoid it. Thank you, everyone. So that's how a habit contract works. You think of a habit that you want to build, and then a consequence if you fail to do it, and then an accountability partner that would check on you if you fail to do that habit. So now I call Kusuma to give us examples about the future use of instant and delayed gratification. So now I would like to conclude this presentation by briefing about the whole fourth law. The first thing we come across the fourth law is the cardinal rule. That is, if you want to make a habit satisfying, if you want a habit to last, you need to make it satisfying. And you make a habit satisfying by reinforcing instant gratification into delayed gratification. That can be done by habit tracking and habit contract. We need to make sure that we follow the never miss twice rule. That is that so that it doesn't become a pattern and we don't start a new habit. So I would like to conclude that if you want to make a habit last, you need to make it satisfying. Thank you. Now I would call my team members onto the dais. Thank you everyone for your active participation.
To you which are included in the activity. So, good afternoon parents. I'm M. Tejash and here my crew is present. So today we are here to present the advanced tactics of the section of atomic habits. So before I begin the advanced tactics, let me rewind what was the fourth law. So when the fourth law was going on, we learned about the instant gratification and delayed gratification. We also learned that we need to keep our habits tracked so that we could continue what we are trying to build up. So this is me and my team.
I'm Kushal. I'm Manoj. I'm K. Aditya. I'm Nitish. I'm Nikhil. I am Nitin. I am Martin. I am Martin.
So before we begin, what is actually advanced tactics contains in it, let us go through a fun activity.
You are all bored, so let us start this session with a fun activity to understand the Goldilocks rule better. So the activity's name is Goldilocks Bounce Challenge. So before we call out the volunteer, let me brief it a little. So all this activity consists of 3 rounds with 3 levels of difficulty. So is there anyone willing to participate? Just one volunteer. So you can come here. So can we please appreciate the sir for his participation? Sir, as I already said before, this activity consists 3 tasks. So all this activity consists is a ball and a bat. So the task one for you is to bounce the ball on bat just for 10 times by staying still. And you have 3 attempts for this, sir. For at least 10 times. And try your best, sir. Yes, sir. That's enough, sir. That was a well attempt, sir. Can we please appreciate him? No. Sir. Now the task 2. Task 2 for you is to bounce the ball on bat while closing your eyes for 10 consecutive times. Try your best, sir.
Closing my eyes, 5.
By closing your eyes for at least 10 times and try your level best. Nice attempt, sir. Can we please appreciate him? So now the last and final task, which is to bounce the ball on bat by taking a lap on the stage. For this also we have 3 attempts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a great attempt, sir. So, sir, can you please share your experience of which task was the easy and enjoyable?
Of course, the first one is easy because I am just still standing and focusing on that and doing the same. So that was easy.
Sir, now which task was enjoyable and was moderate?
I think the last one is enjoyable. Yeah.
So which task was very challenging and was almost impossible?
Yeah, the second one, by closing the eyes, doing that tapping the ball. Yeah.
So, sir, you can have your seat.
Namaste everyone, I am Manoj. So, I am conducting this second activity, which is Goldilocks toss challenge. So, this is a simple ball throwing activity. Your goal is to throw the ball into the bucket. So, let me explain the rules. This activity consists of 3 rounds, each with different level of challenge. So, I would like to call one volunteer to perform this activity. Yes. I want the parent volunteer. So, as I said before, This activity consists of 3 rounds, each with different level of challenge. So for your first round, you have to throw the ball into the bucket, which is placed in front of you. You have to throw at least for 5 times. Third. Last. Let us move on to the next activity. So, nice attempt. Yes. Close. 3 more items. It was too close. Oh, 2 more. 2 more. Too close. Let's complete.
Make it attractive. Make your preparation attractive.
Yes, completed. I appreciate you. Nice. Last one. Well done. I would like you to share your experience.
It was nice. I felt happy while doing this. It's joyful while doing this activity. Thank you for
Which one did you find the easiest?
the first.
Yes. And which is enjoyable? Which round? I mean, which was the most challenging thing?
Of course, the last one.
Yes. Can we give him a big round of applause? Here is your reward. Thank you. And now my friend Tejas will continue.
So, it was a very interesting activity where us child parent has enjoyed very much. Now, what was the main motto? What I was trying to tell you regarding with this activity. Let me explain it to you. While the activity was playing, on the screen you might have heard or seen the word Goldilocks. A word Goldilocks bounce challenge, Goldilocks toss challenge. What does this Goldilocks actual mean? So let us understand with the help of this graph. This graph name is the Goldilocks rule curve. What is there in it? So in the x-axis we see the difficult section which goes like that, and in the y-axis we see the motivation. Now let us take an activity and abilities to achieve it. In this section what happens is you'll not feel boredom, you'll not feel failure. The spark or the spirit to achieve the activity or complete the task always remains. So this was what actually Goldilocks rule say. You must choose an activity which is neither too easy nor too difficult. It must be of moderate level where you enjoy it and you feel challenging. So continuing our presentation, I would like to call Mr. Nitish Kumar to continue it.
Namaste to one and all. Today I am going to be taking proceedings from now. Now I will be discussing about the topic, the downside of creating good habits. Now we must wonder about why would good habits have downsides. So in the chapter, James Clear elaborates about the mastery. Mastery means the deliberate and consistent practice over a long period of time. So there is a slight dip in the productivity, and when a habit becomes regular action, then we are supposed to do it. Now let us take an example. Now let us perform a courtroom scenario in which my friend Kushal will be acting as a judge, whereas my friend Likit and Aditya will be acting as a advocate, and you, my dear audience, will be acting as a jury members. Judge will give you 2 cases and I will be asking you a few questions regarding that. And my dear audience, you are free and you are free to have a discussion about it. Thank you.
Before we start this activity, I would like to explain the rules and regulations of this activity. This activity is a courtroom activity in which Mr. Aditya will be the prosecutor and Mr. Likith will be the defense. In which Aditya is going to talk against the case and Likith will be going to talk beneficial to the case. And I will be the acting as a judge in which two cases will be shown, and after listening both the arguments, we have given you a habit commitment card attached with 3 cards in which those are green, yellow and red. Okay, in which green stands for in which you the people or the parents who think this habit is helping should raise your green card, and the one who thinks yellow means the one who thinks this habit is balanced, they need to raise the yellow card. The one who thinks this habit is harmful, they need to raise the red card. Now let us begin the court session.
So, the courtroom has begun. What's the first case of today? I guess it's the case of a child who is a topper. Now, the case is about a child who studies 10 to 12 hours a day and does not find time for his other activities. We know that everything has good and bad, and even a coin has 2 sides. So today, let us check what does the court announces about it and what the judgment is. Is this habit is helpful or does it have downsides? Let's begin.
Now the court is in session. Now I request Mr. Aditya to take his proceedings.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, according to my opinion, studies are an important part of our life. I agree on the point. But studying 10 to 12 hours is much more than enough, as the student needs to schedule his time even for playing and other extracurricular activities, as his brain needs some rest. That's it.
Your Honor, studying 10 to 12 hours a day can be beneficial for the student because he can excel in his marks and also have good discipline.
Do you have any questions on him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please continue.
Your Honor, everything has a limit, and even the human brain needs some rest, as he or she has been studying for such a long time. So they need some rest. That's it.
Your Honor, studying 10 to 12 hours a day doesn't mean that he should study continuously. He can plan a timetable in which he includes breaks and games or extracurricular activities.
Are there any arguments ahead?
No, Your Honor.
No. Now I request the jury to go on with the voting session. The one who thinks this habit is helping, please raise the green card.
+2.
Conditions of play.
Okay, please lower your hands down. The one who thinks this habit needs balance, please raise the yellow card. Okay, the one who thinks this habit is harmful, please raise the red card. Okay, after listening to both the arguments and considering the opinion of the jury, this court concludes that this habit needs balance because the voting has the more number of votes has come to the yellow, so the verdict of the court is that hard work is essential. Sir? No, sir. Sir, the vote. No, sir. Sir, as per the votes, the green cards are 9 and the yellow cards are of 13 and the red cards are 6, sir. That's why I didn't count it, sir. Just I counted for the green card. To the second case.
So, the court has concluded that this habit needs balance. Going further into the court, we'll come across the second case. It's the case of a saver, a person who saves every single penny of his salary for the future. Do you think is it correct, or there is something wrong. Actually, let us listen to what courts and the lawyers say about it.
Now I request Mr. Prosecutor to continue with these proceedings.
So, Your Honor, in my opinion, a person need not save every rupee which he or she earns, because they need to buy, spend some money on their essentials to lead a happy and healthy life.
Your Honor, if a person saves each rupee that he earns, he can have a good financial management and also save up for his emergency funds.
Do you have any questions on Mr. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please continue with your proceedings.
Your Honor, how can a person lead a happy and healthy life when he or she doesn't spend on his essentials? That's it.
Your Honor, the person can spend his money after his retirement.
Now I request Mr. Prosecutor to continue.
Your Honor, how can a person enjoy his life after retirement if he or she already has the lifespan of more than half or just half? Like 50 to 60 years is the retirement age, right? So how can they enjoy the short span of lifetime? That's it.
Mr. Defense, please go with the answer. He has asked you a question, please go.
Although the person doesn't need, it doesn't mean that the person, if he saves all the money, he doesn't need to spend it all at once, right? So if the person spends the money on his essentials, it will be enough for him.
That's it, Your Honor.
Now I request the jury to go with the session. Okay, the one who thinks this habit is helping, please raise your green card. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The one who thinks this habit is balanced, please raise the yellow card. 1. So therefore this court concludes that save wisely, live wisely and spend wisely. The court is adjourned. Thank you.
Moving further, let us know about the habit commitment card. I request Mr. Nitin to take over.
So till now we have learned about Goldilocks rule and how good habits can hold you back. So I present you the habit commitment card, where you need to fill the card as per following instructions. In first column, you should fill your strengths. For example, in which activity you are good at. And in second column, I want you to fill the card with a habit in which you want to build. And in third one, as you all know, my Goldilocks challenge, you should fill the card with a task in which of time. And after 5 minutes, I will call 2 parents volunteer to come here on the stage. And your time begins now.
Is reading books. Just a little, Sir is worried about time. So, when I'm studying 10th standard, I used to hate social studies and English. And I used to read novels in that time. And I used to take beating for that also. So now, about 3 years back, I started reading a Booker Prize book, White Tiger. I failed to complete till today. So I wanted to renew that habit. Once I start, I'll definitely continue. But only problem is to commence, to find some time to commence again. I wish to do it. I hope I will do it. Thank you. Yes. And one more book, sir, Roots. That was 300 years old American story. I started it 1.5 years back. Still I am reading it.
Thank you, sir. We also expect one more parent to
My strength is the curiosity to learn and speak new ideas and new concepts. One habit I will build is regular reading habit. I still couldn't do it regularly. My Goldilocks challenge would be to keep it consistent. One mistake I'll avoid is not taking the first step for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, we have gone through the habit commitment card. We have written our strength, our weakness, and we come across our Goldilocks challenge. Now, the last phase of this advanced tactics, let us take a habit pledge ceremony. Let us pledge ourselves something which is more valuable, which will make something learn and continue in our life. I request every audience and parent to please stand up and respect their dignitaries. No? I will grow one step at a time. Become my ceiling.
I will not let my habits become my ceiling.
I will stay in the Goldilocks zone.
I will stay in the Goldilocks zone everything means.
I will not let my habit. I will stay aware.
I will stay away.
Reflect often. I commit to building habits.
I commit to building habits.
That make my habits.
I commit to better habits.
And a better future.
And a better future.
Thank you, parents. You can resume your seats. STTB workshop was to construct or let us go through these 5 core elements, which are experience, analyze, reconstruct, question, and internalize. Actually, I was thinking to present it before only, but the reason I present it till now at the end moment, because I wanted you all to have all these things and him to know what he analyzed it, what was the mistake, what was the fault he was doing in order, like he was not succeeding it. In the reconstruct section, you were given took the habit pledge. In the sense, you reconstructed something in yourself which you will follow from today. In the question section, you were given the habit commitment cards where you selected, like you came across your strength, your weakness, your Goldilocks challenge, and what is your the mistake which you will avoid. And finally, internalize. Through the habit commitment card, you internalize something. In the sense, you build something inside you that you will follow from today to live a better life. Thank you to give us this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you.
How have you been enjoying this workshop so far?
Quite delighted. Actually, all the teams have presented very well and they explained the 4 laws and also the advanced tactics in a clear manner.
But I'm still a bit confused in how to apply these concepts in our life to change our behavior.
Now that you mentioned it, I am also a bit confused on how to integrate these principles in my routine.
That's where we come in. Namaste one and all. My name is Saket and I am conducting the capstone presentation, which is the final presentation of today's workshop. And we are here to fulfill that exact purpose. So please let us introduce ourselves.
I am Varun. I am Vinod. I am Harsha.
I am Arun. I am Rohit.
I am Krishna Teja.
I am Vignesh.
I am Gautam.
I am Guna.
I am Kaushal. So before we jump into the presentation, I would quickly like to address the 5 core elements, that is experience, analyze, reconstruct, question and internalize. These 5 elements have been included in all 6 presentations so far, and I can assure you that ours is no different. We have included these 5 elements in our presentation in some way, shape or form. Furthermore, we also included all the 5 core elements: honesty, respect, punctuality, cleanliness and self-reliance, and these are used throughout our presentation. So before we jump right into the presentation, I would quickly like to give an overview of what we'll be doing today. So first we want to tell you what a capstone presentation even means, because I'm sure that many of you are not exactly aware of it. Next, we will be conducting integral activities. Rather than boring you with information dumps of speeches, we will instead conduct integral activities from which we will then take key takeaways and reach conclusions. Then finally, we will give how you can apply all these laws in your daily life. And finally, we will hear a word from each of the presenters of today's workshop. So without further ado, let's jump into the presentation.
Rohit, we are here since this morning and we are still left with an hour of time for this capstone presentation.
Yes, and I wonder how these guys will grab our attention throughout this presentation.
Of course.
Another question is how these guys will engage us throughout this presentation.
So, one of my team members is distributing all the cards, and I'm sure you're all curious as to what it is. So, while Vignesh distributes the cards, I would just like to invite Varun to speak about capstone presentation.
First things first, what is a capstone presentation? It is a culmination of everything that you have witnessed during this workshop. It is a final presentation that ties up with all the concepts that you have witnessed in the workshop, and this will help you understand the true essence of the book Atomic Habits.
So I'm sure you're all curious about the bingo cards in your hand. So these are actually part of the first activity. It's starting right away. Funnily enough, it's the first activity to start and it will be the final one to conclude. So its main purpose is to engage you throughout the presentation. So please let me quickly explain how the bingo card works. So you will see that there are 25 boxes and there are two types of boxes. There are white boxes and grey boxes. So let's start with the grey boxes. You will see that the first box says habit scorecard. This means that if at any point throughout presentation you hear someone on the stage say the words habit scorecard, then you can strike this box. Another one is the Good Samaritan. This is our third activity. So when we are talking about that activity, if we say the words the Good Samaritan, then you can cross this box off. So that's for the gray boxes. Now for the white boxes, the gray boxes are actually things that are in our hands. You have to listen out to the terms that are in the gray boxes, but the white boxes are the ones that are in your hands. So for example, correctly answer a question. If you come to the stage and answer any question that we have asked during an activity or at all during our presentation, then you can strike this box off. Another one is volunteered in activity. If you have volunteered in any of the three activities, then you may strike this box off. So at the end, we will be asking how many boxes each of you have striked off. Is there anyone who hasn't completely understood how the rules work? I'll be happy to explain. I encourage you to ask. The volunteers will also be able to explain if you have any doubts in the middle.
While coming to an activity rules, here we can see that there were balloons with different colors. So there were 6 balloons right here. So from each team, I request one volunteer to come right here and pop that balloon. And in each balloon there was a sheet with some easy questions. So I hope either a parent or student can come right here, pop that balloon and can express their views on that statement or on that sheet. So I hope anyone from the team here. Yeah, thank you. Let us appreciate the girl. Yeah, okay. No problem. Nice. Here is your question. Can you read it out? No problem. We will help with you.
You want to exercise every morning. What cue can you use to make it obvious? First law.
Can you explain what do you think? Means actually you want to do an exercise. For that to do consistently, what will you do? Means keeping an alarm, making motivating. Anything you can express to them. Yeah, no problem. Come.
You can express in Telugu also if you're it's up to you.
You want to exercise every morning. What cue can you use to make it obvious? I can keep an alarm before sleeping.
So that you will consistently you will do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, she says that she keeps every morning while sleeping she will keep an alarm so that consistently she will go for an exercise. Am I right? Yeah, let us give a big round of applause to her. So, thank you sister. Yeah, you can go right there. So, someone from team B, can you introduce your name and which class you are studying? Introduce yourself.
My name is Rishvika from 5th class. I am studying in Geetam school.
Your cousin or sister of whom?
My brother.
So, okay. Thank you, sister.
His name?
Rishvika. Rohit.
So, let us give a big round of applause again. Thank you, sister. So, anyone from the team B?
So one more thing I forgot to mention was, you just saw that anyone who comes to participate in the second activity, that is the quiz, will receive red visors to wear throughout the presentation, and it's also part of the bingo. In the third activity, you will be receiving golden visors. So please do look out for that.
What one habit you wanted to start? How you make it more attractive? Second law. So as I already said, I wanted to recommence my reading habit, book reading habit. For that, as you explained, that is a Goldilocks something. Goldilocks. So instead of selecting big volume books or small books, I will go for medium volume. Right? Thanks.
Thank you, sir. So, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. We respect your words. So, I need a parent from team A. Anyone from team A, please? Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, let us give a big round of applause again. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, ఏదైనా పర్లేదు. Okay. Right here, is it? One second.
You can also speak in Telugu,
Sir.
Could you please
Sir, can you read it at all?
I did not understand this.
So, exactly. If you had to reward yourself after completing your task, means, for example, you have completed.
If you had to reward yourself after completing a task, what would you choose and why would you choose it?
Okay. So while that, now I request any parent from team B. Anything, sir?
First, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
What one is the good habit you like to have, and what will you have out to remind you in make it observe? Yeah, I want to create a new habit from right onwards. I want to, I have I'm feeling nervous right now. This is my first time actually. I want to create right onwards. I want to do early morning exercise because I thought that I want every time I plan to do exercise, but I'm skipping, and right now I'm having this much of stomach. So I want to avoid this one and I make it do exercise every day. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I hope you will definitely reach your goal. So, thank you, sir. Let us give a big round of applause to sir. Thank you, sir.
The question.
It is type
Give a single word answer, sir.
It is a type of question, I think. Means, for example, a student is.
Suppose if I want to have a goal of suppose to reduce the weight, I will use some actually cycling. I will cycling as a initiative. I will keep a goal in 2 months or 3 months. After, if I achieve my goal, then I will I completed. I thought that I completed my task in time. So this will help me.
నేనైతే 5 స్టార్ ఇస్తాను సార్.
Because actually I don't believe in rewards, sir. Actually, I need a hard. Actually, I believe in hard work to complete any task. That is only, sir. But I don't. So, madam.
Ma'am, could you also please come up?
Yes, but the question is. Sorry for the delayed time to give your answer.
Yes, please.
Middle of the stage.
Sir, really, that's a great explanation. Rewards. So thank you, sir, for your great explanation.
You want 10 rewards.
Sir, actually, I don't. Okay, let us give a big round of applause to sir and ma'am.
I'm still extremely pleased with the results. Both teams have answered the same number of questions, so you both won. So please give yourselves a round of applause. So this whole activity was basically to test your knowledge, and from the concept is that whatever your desired habit is, by making the cue for that habit out in the open and obvious, you increase the chance that it's performed. And for the second law, that is make it attractive, by making your desired habit look attractive to yourself, it also has the same effect of increasing the chances that the action is completed. So does anyone have any questions? Please, I encourage you to ask. Okay, if not, then I would like to conclude this activity. Thank you.
Through this activity.
Yes, I agree, and they have inculcated both the first and the second laws in this activity.
I can't help but wonder how these guys will present the third and the fourth laws of behavior change.
Yes, I am curious too, because presenting both the fourth and the third laws at the same time can become quite tricky.
But that's why we are here. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, parents, and my dear friends. This is my friend Kaushal, and we are here to present the final activity of the day, the Good Samaritan experiment.
This is an exciting activity based on third and fourth laws of the book Atomic Habits. We are going to tell about the third and fourth laws of book Atomic Habits, and you will be understanding the essence of them.
The rules of the games are each parent will have 2 tasks, and the first task will consist of high friction and low reward, which will be very underwhelming to the parent, and the second task will be of low friction and high reward, which will be satisfying.
So, for this activity, we need 3 parents from.
So we'll need 2 parents from the.
So is there time?
So please, could anyone want? Please. Let's give them a big round. So sir, thank you for volunteering, and you will now be given a box, and you will have to navigate through these cones without knocking a cone down.
Okay. So,
Without knocking the cones and then come back.
And back, and to back. So please give him a big round of applause. Now for the second task, where we will be given another box. And you will just have to walk not through the cones, but from the side of the cones, from A to B and back. So sir, if you open the box, you will have your reward in it.
Just a color change, that's it. He's my son, sir.
So may I ask you which task you preferred?
The easy one or the tough one, sir?
First one is interesting, second one is easiest.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Please give him a big round.
For the second task, you're going to have a plank and a ball. You have to carry the plank and you have to move from point A to point B with single hand. You have to balance. You have to balance the ball on the plank without dropping it. Yeah, from A to B. Single hand. Like before, you won't have any reward, but for the second task, you have to just carry the ball in your hand and move from point A to B. Normally, just like it.
Okay, outside.
Yeah, outside. So, which part do you prefer and why?
Yeah, of course, the second one was quite easy compared to the first one.
Yeah, why?
There is no balancing challenge involved.
Yeah.
You can carry it freely.
Okay, sir. Center. Center.
Please give him a big round. The easy task, and you may know why.
Yes, you guessed it. They both prefer the easy task because they were not as difficult and they were far more rewarding. Or in other words, they followed the second and third law, the third and fourth law, that is make it easy and make it satisfying. So from this activity we can prove and conclude that when we are provided with two options, our brains are hardwired to prefer the ones that are easier and more rewarding. This can be a complete game changer when applying in your life to change your habits. So does anyone have any questions based on the third and fourth law? Anything at all, please, I readily encourage you. Okay, if not, then I would like to conclude the final activity.
Wow, they presented the third and the fourth laws quite effectively.
I agree, and they have demonstrated them in a very practical manner.
They made the parents voice their honest feelings through this activity.
Yes, and I also heard that all the teams have prepared for these presentations all by themselves.
Then they are not just kidding when they told us they would include their school's core values in the presentations.
Yes, but also one thing, I cannot wait to implement these principles in my life now that I have learned how to.
Then let's make a vote to meet here after 2 months to check our progress.
Definitely, I'll make sure I'll be here again.
I'm happy to see you again.
Me too. I can't believe it's been 2 months ever since we met.
Of course, time flies. Tell me, what changes has occurred in your life in these 2 months?
Remember when we left off 2 months ago? I prepared a timetable for myself which was pretty unrealistic and near perfect. So I immediately started facing boredom and I started skipping days in between.
You know what? After I automate my good habits in these 2 months, I started to face the downside of good habits.
The author of the book, James Clear, thought that this might happen. So, he included 3 chapters of advanced tactics to increase the effectiveness of our habits. He talked about our Goldilocks rule and how good habits can backfire. Thank you. Okay, so our presentation is nearing its end. So I would just like to inquire about the bingo. So, how many of you got more than 5 points? 5 boxes? More than 10 boxes? More 15 boxes? Has anyone gotten 15 boxes? Okay, back to 10. Sir, please give him a big round of applause. Yes, sir.
In recent 10-15 years, my very busy life schedule, one complete day spent in a covered room and equally enjoyed. This was a pretty good experience. Actually, when boys are mentioning about things, I got an idea. So earlier it is 60 hours one day, then it became 50 hours. Then it became 50 hours, now it is 20 hours. So quick gratification is interested and more attractive when compared to slow gratification. That's what I understood. That is how I think IPL succeeded here. So all these back-end thoughts are going on and I'm completely indulged in this program. And especially 2-3 boys and one girl. They presented the entire show with utmost command. Really, I appreciate it and I bless them. And one more experience for next year, I hope for. Thank you all.
So our presentation has almost ended. So I'd like to move to the final part of our presentation where we want you to hear a short word from each of the presenters of today's workshop, starting with the fundamentals.
Saket.
Namaste everyone, I'm Sihat Sayu here to present few insights from the first 3 concepts. From concept 1, it is evident that the habits are the compound interest of self-improvement and getting 1% better every day can actually lead to a lot. And followed by concept 2, we learn that your identity emerges out of your habits and every action that you perform is a vote for the type of person who you wish to become. And then the concept 3 concludes that the ultimate purpose of habits is to solve the problems of your life with minimal energy and effort. Thank you.
To hear a word from all of the presenters. So I'd just like to conclude the workshop. I really hope you learned something from today and I would just like to thank you one final time for taking the time out of your day to attend our workshop. Thank you. Sir, whole team.
Who had given their 100%. Now it is time for us to get feedback from you all. Is anyone willing to give their feedback?
My feedback form also, I have given that. Sorry for my throat, I have sore throat. Instead of reading that book continuously, reading through presentations done by our children, that is, we are totally privileged and blessed to have a perfect day in our life like this. Thank you so much all the children. You have done excellently superb, fantabulous. Thank you so much. And thank you to the teachers also who have trained there.
Father of Rohit. So I have joined him in +1 recently. You won't believe the only reason I joined him in Sri Prakash is I saw a big hoarding at the roundabout which comes before collector office. There is a big hoarding where they mentioned every student should go through 7 books if I am not wrong. So all self-help books. So that hit me really hard in my mind that I got a good school for my son immediately. And so I took a decision immediately. And I'm very happy with my decision by seeing the progress of my son here. So thank you very much, Sri Prakash. Thank you.
Any other parent who wants to share their views on this workshop?
Yeah,
First of all, thank you, Sri Prakash Management, for this excellent session and an opportunity for all the children to showcase their presentation skills and then their understanding, improving their understanding capabilities, and really make them understand the good habits versus bad habits and how to implement them in their daily life, and also making us part of this session is really wonderful. And we were all here to witness our kids progress, and I'd like to congratulate each and every child part of this presentation for their efforts and their presentation and their communication. It's been truly remarkable session I've ever attended by a school or college. So thank you again for this wonderful opportunity.
Teacher who can teach him flute and the regular music classes. So after participating 2 months of talk to anyone by eye contact. Today in presentation I have seen lot of confidence in all the boys and girls, but 1 or 2 kids are really feeling little is what they wanted to do. I request Sri Prakash Management, make every student a must practice. They must represent the class in front of their co-students and teachers. So which is very important in their future. So stage fear should not be there, and they should come up with a lot of confidence. Once they speak, it flows like river. So Aditya, he's damn good at he's rocked the stage, and that girl really they are wonderful. So with this kind of kids, they could able to come up and they could able to improve their confidence levels. This is what my request is to management of Sri Prakash. Thank you.
Kind of workshop on a book from Shiv Kera, and it was a unique experience, and seeing all of our juniors do it so well up on stage and letting all of the parents here, teachers and us here teaching us a lot that we did not know, and telling us how habits are to be formed and teaching us about atomic habits. It's a really unique experience of having this STTB program, and I'm really proud of our juniors.
Yeah, I would also like to tell that being here in Sri Prakash, it's always like you have to be on stage and you have to perform something to be able to compete with all the other students. Sir, you were telling like you wanted all the students to come present in front of the stage. It's like a daily activity that everyone has to go through. So in our English classes, when we used to, even after the STTB program, we didn't completely present the book in STTB. It was a really huge book. So we had in our English classes, we used to present the whole other part of the book in the class. So it's like you are presenting it to your class, and also you are presenting it to the other sections as well. So I just wanted to tell that it's not only this one program, but it's going to be there for the rest of the years as well.
Institution believes that a child can only learn when they experience it. A child can only learn when they feel it. And that's the main reason and one of the main mottos where we not only presented the topics by rough speaking or just orally by an orator, but we presented it through activities to make you feel what is inside it. And this is what in the entire Sri Prakash group of institutions goes on, where children learn in a manner in which they cannot forget. Thank you.
Always very happy to see the budding talents perform. Heart is filled with joy. Very difficult to talk about it, appreciating, but giving all the feedback points, I take a lot of pleasure in it perhaps. All the participants, once your performance is over, it's not over. Performing, and you need to listen to them. Your chapter is not the entire book, right? You need to listen to the other chapters as well. And that is how we practice the core value, respect. Respect comes from listening. Okay, listening is a sign of respect. And pressed for time, and we cannot spend whole day here. There are few parents who have spent the whole day. I really appreciate their time. We need to stay there to encourage other kids as well, right? It's not just only our kids, an hour or so. Of late we see this trend where people stay for 10-15 minutes, and once the kids program is over they leave, but not enjoying the entire show. We are running after time. We all of us as children, and also as adults, we feel that we don't have time. I only wonder, if we don't have time for good things, then what else can we have in our life? So when our friends are performing, today in morning also in the prayer we miss Mitra Devabhava. Now I feel, is it intentional? Because you're not listening to your friends. Being with friends, listening to the friends, respecting them is also important. And going for instant gratification and delayed gratification, applying it to your own studies. These days we find children who want to listen to the videos even a day before their examinations. How many of you have watched videos, YouTube videos of your subjects during your board examinations? I would like to see raised hands. Yeah, almost all. So 60-70% are listening. We should depend on our own cognitive development. We should process everything through our mind. It's not just listening and leaving it. Mind one thing, we are not so good at listening. How many of us were able to listen the whole day? Say for 6 hours or so we had the program. How many of us could listen for at least 4.5 hours? Any raised hands here? 4.5 hours you listen to whatever your friends have spoken this whole day? Or are you into a habit of raising hands for everything? See, we saw, this is the problem. We are not so good at listening. And we want it the easy way. And that is troubling us. And that is going to trouble us more in future. When you have to do the research in whatever profession you are, you need to apply these atomic habits. Work bit by bit towards success. Get that grip over whatever you are doing. You can't, once you become a doctor and you're in front of your patient, before a surgery, you can't watch a YouTube video. And right, that's not what people will be looking for. You have to build your skill bit by bit, and that is what is called atomic habit. Right? Hope, I am definitely taking bit by bit from this session. Make no mistake, you have done a wonderful job, and I think bigger announcements are yet to come from Director Sir. So, very happy being, but couldn't stop myself telling this. Right? Let's learn bit by bit, but make sure to learn every day.
I now take the privilege of inviting our beloved Director Sir, C.H. Vijay Prakash Garu, to address the gathering. This occasion would be truly incomplete without his inspiring guidance.
Performing, and this is one of the most important way a child should be equipped with it. We always believe that children should be good linguists who can read, who can speak, who can write well, and always only a few will actually take it up to the next level. And those are people who really participate in each and every activity which the school gives them. Who doesn't participate, sadly, we can't make them like that. So my answer, I think Suthi was answering that we have it for everyone, but my answer to that is whoever participates only will get to that level. Then we n number of activities. There will be many pushings onto the dais. Please go and all. But you can see out of 45 students who performed, you can clearly demarcate who just stood by the side and just gave them the support from outside. So if you are not willing to actually take the lead, if you are not willing to push yourself the next step, you will not be required. Friends, you know that, right? You will not be required if you are not willing to take up that extra step forward. The world requires only people who are going ahead, who wants to be clear in what they want. Okay, that first step should be taken by you, and automatically all that system is there in the school, all the academic habit system is already there in the school, which can push you forward to becoming a good linguist. Okay, and we always say read books. And how many of you can read the whole book? Even one? Whole book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Whole book. Who completed the whole book? 5, 6. Good. So that is the most important thing which is required. You have got almost 3 months of time, even the full holidays, and if you didn't complete the whole book, definitely as Gupta sir is saying that you want to read your chapter and vomit it out here. Even that chapter will not stay with you. Right? If you are not working on your own goals or your own interests, you will only get that much of knowledge. And the next most important thing is, how are you putting this into practice? By next year, if you don't do anything, all this will just be wiped away. This is not a story which will stay with you forever. This is not a mythology story or a Ruskin Bond story which will stay with you forever. Someone reminds you to tell the whole story after 20 years. No, this is not going to stay with you like that. How many of you started implementing at least one habit? Trying to speak in public. That's what she says, and she already did one. You started it. Good. Going to sessions of badminton daily. Good.
Started taking the IELTS listening sessions, sir, where we will be given one.
See, it's your classroom, ma'am. You can't say that. Started.
Personally, not only the
watching videos.
No, sir. The audio.
Fine. Yeah, listening to good audios also is important. See, we are not against you watching videos, but keep on watching the same video again and again, or that's what? Good. Means, how are you implementing the atomic habits in that? You're saying your goal now, perhaps after 3 months if you don't, but if you're doing the atomic habits way, that will go to the next level. Then you will be saying, you will be testing yourself, you will be giving yourself a reward, you will be like magnifying that or making it attractive. So where is all this happening?
Actually, I was given the part to present the advanced tactics, sir. After I read it, I was in my personal experience, like from the subject physics, I used to struggle a lot because in the pack of 50 to 40 to 30 students,
which habit are you implementing? That's what
practicing physics daily, sir. And
no, I know the atomic habits way.
The advanced tactics.
So every one of you here is practicing some or other thing every day.
Advanced tactics session.
Advanced tactics session. How are you implementing that?
The first I chose, I wrote down my strength. I wrote down my weakness, where I'm struggling. The mistakes I'm writing as habit commitment card set, which I'll try to avoid it. And next I chose my Goldilocks zone, and that's how I'm building up, sir.
So how much?
The easy ones, rather than, and I directly jump into the difficult ones. Like after doing the easy ones, I feel overconfident myself. So that is what my Goldilocks zone I need to keep.
Yeah, perhaps you can. So this is what you need to do it with intention. It's not that we have presented it and we are joining 11th class. I don't think many of them will be having a chance to even read a book, to read a chapter of it. But you are not out of the world. You just made the start. First rule, huh? Made the start. Make the start. What is the first rule? Make it obvious. The second rule is make it attractive. So, someone I think in the first two rules they were talking about.
That the start is mentioned.
Start is mentioned. Yeah, third rule. Okay. So you made the beginning, and the beginning is definitely in the right track. And now what you need to do is you should fix your goal. Once your goal is fixed, it might be looking very tough. Getting a seat into the best college or best university in this field. I want to get into AIMS Delhi. Might be looking very tough. But if you're enjoying the process, if you make your process attractive, definitely you will reach there at least closer to that. Or else you'll just end up with ordinary goals. Knowledge which is not implemented will be of waste. Okay. So what we are totally very happy, friendly. I feel that we should do it much more better than them with your batch. So we wanted to have 2 or 3 from each chapter. We'll be having a brainstorming session of how to implement this into your day-to-day life with all your staff members. Okay, I want volunteers for that.
So hope you got the point.
Are you listening? We want 2 or 3 volunteers from each batch, each chapter from your groups. We have 7 chapters, right? 7 into 2, 14 or 21 people. Okay. From each chapter we want 2 or 3 people. How can your chapter be implemented into your day-to-day life? You will have a session within 1 week or 10 days time. We will have a separate brainstorming session. And we want you to write down in how many ways you can reach your goal by implementing a habit into your day-to-day life, in the student's life. Okay? Your batch is going to be very special. You will be going to run your life in the atomic habits way. Okay? So, I want to congratulate you in your head for that, and you really made a wonderful session. You're all going to build a universe. Right? You're going to build a universe. You made us very happy today, and I wish that, I wrote in my feedback session also that, good effort. And thank you so much parents for your wonderful presentation for the whole day. I know it's very difficult to take out whole Sunday, but I hope it's really very, entertaining as well as knowledgeable. Even for me, I read Atomic Habit twice or thrice, but still for me it's always brushing it up again and again. So very happy to be here. My Sunday is completely, I could get most of this Sunday. Thank you so much.
Atomic habits. Because your life changes one tiny habit at a time. The mountain is high, but the footprint is small. A single brave step is what conquers it all. Don't wait for tomorrow, don't wait for the sky. Just kindle the spark that is waiting inside.
You whisper at midnight, tomorrow I'll change. I'll break every limit and break every chain. But castles are built from the dust and the clay, and foundations are poured just one brick a day.
It isn't a trophy, it's who you become. The rhythm of habits, the beat of the drum. Just 1% better, one step on the way. A tiny progression, day after day.
Just 1% better. Watch how it grows. success, rewriting the story.
Don't worry about the mic.
Small habits, big success, rewriting the story. The quiet devotion that leads to the glory. Fall in love with the system. The goal will align. Piece by piece, you are building a universe in your mind. Oh, you're building a universe. Motivation is fleeting, a spark in the dark, but consistency leaves an unbreakable mark. The effort you plant will compound and will rise, slowly turning the struggle right into the prize. And if you should stumble, don't hide from the light. Never miss twice, just step back in the fight. I sit in the soil, is silent and still, but it shatters the stone with the strength of its will. The world is transformed by the things we repeat. The future is forged by the dirt on our feet. Small habits, big success, rewriting the story. The quiet devotion that leads to the glory. Fall in love with the system. The goal will align. Piece by piece, you are building a universe in your mind. Oh, you're building a universe. Small habits, massive change.